Hello Cancer, how are you? Welcome to your July 2016 love and general readings. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Cancer, your love reading for July 2016. Okay, starting in the very center of the reading, kind of, really speaking to how maybe you're feeling now or how you will be feeling shortly or have been. I'm feeling a little bit of, like, the word that's coming to mind, and I have absolutely no idea why, is the word wilting. Like you're feeling wilted, like things are affecting you in some way. Your spirit is a little bit dampened, and you might be feeling a little bit insecure with your relationship and your current situation. Whether you're single or in a relationship, doesn't matter. Just feeling a little bit unstable. And I think there is a sense too of maybe even being a little bit lost or feeling confused with this Two of Wands here. It really speaks to that projection of what it is you want, what it is you are creating your life to be, and how you're going about doing that and having that vision for yourself. And sometimes when this card shows up in reverse, it indicates a fuzzy vision or a lack of vision, or maybe there is someone or some circumstance that has come into your life and sort of shaken things up. Now, this Knight of Wands, to me, this fire energy has been showing up in a lot of readings lately. And it could be your partner, it could be someone new coming in. This is a very forthright, very progressive, again, and I've used these words many times before, but charismatic and magnetic, and they are a very attractive energy, but they're sort of on their own path. And when your partner sort of takes on that attitude that they have their own agenda, they decide they want to do their own thing, regardless, not necessarily saying it they want to leave you or anything like that, it's just difficult for you to sort of catch up or to be on that same page. And when one person sort of takes the lead in such manner, it can drive a wedge in that relationship, and it can even challenge your personal beliefs and the things that you were working for in your life. Now, when you are married or in a long-term relationship, this person can sort of either drag you along, or it can even feel sometimes like they're leaving you behind. And you, Cancer, are, I think, again, feeling the effects of this very, in a significant way. You're feeling maybe a little bit at a loss. Like maybe now a connection has degenerated in some way. Again, that challenge to your personal beliefs and that path that you are working, that you are on, your path as an individual and maybe as a couple. When you're totally single and you don't have anyone, you could just be feeling like again, those words like left behind are really ringing true for me right now. Like you're sort of grasping, you're sort of reaching for this this idea of what you could have with someone, and maybe you're feeling like everyone around you has stuff going on and you're just kind of not. You know, you're a very social character, you go out, you enjoy, people love you, and so to feel this way, I think, can be very disconcerting. Now, what's interesting about this reading is this Justice card. You have a couple, you know, you have 4 majors, so you do have some stronger energies. This is the only one in proper position, right? And it's connected with another sword card. Now, this is not a sword card, but I don't know if this is male or female, but they are holding a sword. And so for me, it relays more to that, you know, I mean, it's justice. It is a cold, hard, you know, emotionless thing, justice. And I think somewhere along the line, you are taking a stance of some sort, okay? You are holding your ground. I don't think you are going to succumb to someone else's what have yous, right? Like I said, you're on your own path and you are going to do what's right for you. Some of you may experience some form of a breakup or some form of a split if things really aren't going well. But if you're getting into something new and things are going well, you might feel a little bit of, like I said, like tension, or like they're kind of slipping away. And this is an opportunity for you to say, no, like that's not what I wanted. It's not what we had discussed prior. It's not what we had decided upon. It's not fair for you to just go and do your thing and just, you know, leave me behind without any consideration for what I want. This is a good time for you to, like I said, stand up for yourself, and things will be made right. You know, there might be a little bit of change and there might be a little bit of sadness associated with that change. You know, like if you are starting to date someone, it really just might not work out. But you know what? You're doing what's best for you. You're doing what's in your best interest, because at the end of the day, the only person you have to go to bed with every night is yourself. And you are doing what you need in order to live happily with yourself. And if you are in a long-standing relationship, to stand firm and stand your ground, it's great, but it doesn't always, you know, it doesn't always work, and they're not always on the same page as you. And when you have 2 different agendas sometimes, and sometimes when egos can get in the way, both your ego and their ego, it can cause, you know, like I said, like some sort of sadness or some sort of grief, some sort of challenge in your life. Now, I don't think it's going to be so dramatic, okay? I might be sounding like it is going to be dramatic, but I'm not really getting a sense that it's, you know, super crazy or anything like that. If you are in a long-standing relationship, it really could just be sadness maybe for the way things were, or the chemistry, or the things that you thought you had. You know, for me, this is kind of a sad card when it's reversed, because it just means that something is a little bit off, something is a little broken, something that once was, or something that has the potential to be, there's just something sort of getting in the way. And I think that something really does have to do with them and their energy and their agenda. Okay, now this is even sometimes kind of a directionless person, right? They could just have their own agenda but not have any idea where they're going. I think you have a more firm idea of what it is you want, a more practical sense, and they can clash. Those 2 approaches to life can clash a little bit. Now, I think you are going to be, you know, hesitant and cautious to just take a huge leap, right? Like you're not just writing people off immediately. You're not just breaking up with people. You're not just, I mean, you're giving people second chances. You're allowing for compromise. There is fluidity here. You are being open-minded and understanding while remaining firm, while standing your ground. You might be hurt by something, they might say something, a situation might arise. Now, another sign, I forget which one, the word ultimatum was coming to my mind, and when I have the Justice card, I'm kind of getting that vibe again. A little bit of an ultimatum, like I said, you're standing your ground, and it's not that you're being stubborn, it's that they sort of switched the channel and didn't ask you, or they skipped forward a couple chapters and didn't tell you, and you just want to be filled in. Like, tell me the story, where are we going, what's happening? And you're not just going to follow blindly. You're not just going to take that blind leap of faith. You're going to step back. You're going to try to figure it out. You're going to make sure it's right for you, because you sure as hell aren't going to just meander next to someone without making sure it's right for you. Now, the Chariot in reverse, this Chariot can represent many different things. A lot of the cards, they have many different meanings, and when this one is in reverse, I feel like there is a meeting of the heart with the head. What it is your heart desires and what it is your head tells you. Now, in Love Matters, it can be incredibly challenging to follow your head, even though maybe it's right. The signs, the omens, the red flags, the warning signals, right? Whatever you want to call them, they are very important. And I think now you are in a space, a mental space, where you're going to really pay attention to those things, especially if you're dating. If you're not in a committed relationship, or you're just starting to date someone new, they're just kind of operating on a different wavelength than you. I really think that you are channeling, and you're able to discern what's good for you and what's not. You're able to discern what is a deal breaker and what isn't. But like I said, you're not so rigid. You're just sticking up for yourself. And I don't think your heart is going to win this internal battle that you're having with yourself. I'm going to pull out some more cards here. This was a super fast reading. Let's see what those messages were. Super, super strong. Usually when the messages aren't so strong, the readings take longer, because I just need to think about and fester or whatever. So let me see. Okay, Cancer. Interesting that you've got, the Pentacles here. Again, like that practicality about everything. And, the Five of Swords, Cancer, water. You feel things deeply. You allow things to affect you. We all do. I'm not singling you out. We all allow things to affect us. But I think this month your head is going to be spinning, especially if you are in a long-term relationship or a marriage, okay? If you're single and this person or this situation doesn't suit you, you are in a position to very easily walk away. Like I said, there might be some form of an ultimatum. You're not entirely rigid. It's not this way or the highway. You are malleable. You can bend. You're flexible. But at the end of the day, you are free. You are free to leave as you choose. If you are in a relationship, however, this can be a challenge because you don't want to leave. You have committed to someone. This is the one that you want to spend your life with. And when there is a little turmoil, when you are not on the same page, I'm so sorry, let me turn off my air conditioner. It is super loud. But when you're not on the same page, it really can be very distracting. You know, the love department, for whatever reason, can affect every other area of your life in many different ways. You know, if you go to work and you have stress at work, a lot of times you can come home and you can unwind, you can watch TV, you can try not to think about it, you know, whatever. But our relationships, they affect our emotions. And even sometimes when you are having some issues within the relationship, can even cause sometimes like physical ailments. You know, this is like even a card of insomnia. It keeps you from sleeping. It keeps you from being productive. And you might be feeling like the questions, you know, what are you fighting for? Like you're feeling like you're fighting an empty battle. I don't think that this is a fair situation. Okay, we have the Justice card. The Justice is here to even out the unfairness. Okay, and again, I really do think that you are the champion here. Even though you're showing up reverse, and like I said, that term wilted, you're feeling depleted, and that depletion is coming out here. But ultimately, you are a champion. You are a king. You are strong and stable, more stable than your partner is at this point in time. More well-grounded and more practical. Okay, this is not a practical energy here. It's flitty. It flits about and goes from place to place, and it might be one of the reasons why you love them so much and why you care for them and that initial attraction, but it can be very misleading, you know. And now is a time when you can harness that king-like energy and really make something of the situation that suits you, okay? But I don't feel like it's something that you want. It's causing a heartbreak. It's causing sadness. You are fighting a battle, I think, that you don't think you should be fighting. You're having conversations with your partner that you don't want to have. And I think you're going to need to be a little bit stern with the sword energies, with the pentacle energies. These aren't warm, loving, open-armed, you know, they're not cups energies. They are, I mean, coins are made of gold. They're cold. They're metal. So are swords. They're steel or iron. You know, they're not warm and fuzzy, you know, teddy bears. They're real life. And you are dealing with some real life situations. And I really think your head is going to do the winning here. It's going to have to. Your head is doing most of the work. And I think your heart is just sort of pulling you back. But ultimately, like I said, you'll have to follow your mind, because this is an instance that I think your mind knows best. This is not a follow your heart, take a leap of faith, jump, everything will be okay. No. Be clear with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be firm with yourself. And ask yourself what it is that you want, what it is you are aiming for in this life. This is your life. You only get one. This is your human experience. And do you want to spend it fighting empty battles? Do you want to spend it feeling affected and feeling frustrated and feeling like you are not, whatever it is, not doing a good job, or you're fearful of your partner, you're feared for your future, you're feared for your finances, or whatever it is that this is causing in your life, whatever type of distress. Now is a time for you to be that strong person that you are. Okay? Again, a very serious reading, very straightforward and very strong energies I'm feeling. So, okay, Cancer, your general reading. Let's go here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, Cancer, general energies. There's the Justice again. High Priestess, 2 columns, 2 columns, 2s. 2 groups of 2s. Okay, what's interesting is the air-like qualities with the knights and with the knight and the page. Oftentimes, I see the Page of Swords as being, clarity and space and a new head on your shoulders. However, in this reading, I feel like this is your overall vibe, okay? And I feel it's very heavily coupled with this Knight of Swords. Like they're just so intertwined. And there is some form of desperation and grasping. You're grasping at something. And I think there might even be some form of a lack of understanding, right? This is a child, it is an adolescent. There's some idea or some thing that isn't fully matured. Okay, some thought or some energy in your life that hasn't fully matured. It could be a business idea, business opportunity that just hasn't quite, you just haven't quite figured everything out, but you're feeling rushed in order to do something, in order to be the first one to enter the market, or, whatever. Like you're feeling some sort of pressure in your life to get something done. I feel like, this is such a positive card. I hope that you didn't feel that was like a negative start to the reading. It's not. It's just, I'm just kind of talking my way through it. And what it is, I feel maybe there's something going on in your life that is making you feel a little bit panicked and like I said, desperate to hurry up and get it done, and feeling like you really need to just put the pedal to the metal and get it done. But at the same time, there is a celebratory vibe about everything as well. 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, bringing in a new season, celebrating whatever have you, some sort of gathering, some sort of foundations, laying some sort of groundwork for something. It could be indicative of first steps, something that you have begun. Very much an air of beginning something, but not quite having it fully formulated. And even here with the High Priestess, I feel like there's some secrecy, some level, something hidden. There might be an energy in your life, friend, coworker, boss. I'm not seeing like superior entities here, like I said, like your boss, but more like your peers or just people in your peer group that might be a little bit secrecy, or there's something that you don't know, something that you're not admitting to yourself even. Like I said, thoughts that are not fully formulated, that haven't come full circle. I think you're very open to receiving some form of message from the universe or from friends. Any sort of blockages that you've placed in your heart or in your mind or in your life, these can even represent physical barriers, whether you've moved to get away from something or whether you have blocked someone online, or I have no idea why I'm feeling inspired to say these things, but things that, some sort of blockages. I think you are starting to let those things go or becoming comfortable allowing something to come into your life. Okay, you're not as guarded, and maybe the enthusiasm that you feel for whatever it is that you're getting started in your life really is, you're not so focused on what it is that you were guarding. You're more focused on the new beginning. And with the Devil in reverse, this can really indicate some form of letting go, not feeling imprisoned by a circumstance or by a person. And you might be feeling, okay, now here's the new head on your shoulders. You might be feeling fresh. You might be feeling supported by your peer group, by your friends and your coworkers and people around you. You may be feeling like, okay, I maybe have gone through a little bit of a challenging time. I was courageous during that time. I took the appropriate measures to protect myself. Now I'm feeling a little bit more secure. I'm getting things started. I don't really know where I'm going yet, but I'm getting things started and things are moving forward. And it's time to really let this toxicity go. Let this dark situation in your life, in any area, it's time to let it go. Justice, a theme for you. And I believe I pulled this out in June's readings as well. I could be wrong. But that idea of things being made right. Everyone who deserves it is going to get what's coming, good or bad. It's going to be made equal. The universe will level the playing field. You are being protected in some way by the universe. Okay, I don't think you are on the wrong side of this. I think you might be fearful that you're on the wrong side of that, but you're not. Okay, and the universe has plans for you. You just might not be aware of what those plans are. And this isn't, the Wheel of Fortune. We don't have the world or anything like that. I don't necessarily see a closure of any type of cycle or anything like that. But I do see a release of darkness of some kind and new perspectives, new ideas. These are in their infant stages. So if you are maybe starting a business or something, you might be feeling a little bit cluttered, a little flustered even, a little just unsure of yourself, unsure of a lot of things, and you're gonna go to work, you're gonna do the things. It might be a little directionless, not knowing what to do next, not knowing exactly what tasks need to be done. There could be a little bit of a learning experience in here for you somewhere, something that you have to go through the motions in order to understand. I don't think what it is you're doing, you are fully a master yet. I think there's like I said, a learning curve in front of you. But ultimately, this can apply in so many areas. But the one area that's really speaking to me is the business work area, and maybe starting something new and being celebratory in that manner, and using this new endeavor as something to redirect your focus so that you can shed yourself of this darkness here. So let me pull out the remaining. Okay, I mean, even that's even a dark black card, right? All that black at the top, or, well, I mean at the bottom. Okay, yeah, Pentacles reverse, even an opportunity withheld, an opportunity not taken, meaning I think there might be a little bit of a delay. There needs to be some development for you first. I'm actually really getting a sense that this could either be you or someone around you in your life, a woman. If it's not you, it's probably a woman in your life she is a very wonderful, very stern, very successful business person. She may be available to you in either a mentor capacity. Okay, she can help put these swords to rest. Whatever stress you've been feeling and whatever like hardships and like things that like you're just sick of and you're ready to get out of your life, she can help direct you. She can help mentor you. She can help guide you. She's an excellent business partner, an excellent person to go to for advice, someone that you respect. It could be a mother or a sister, even someone older than you, more likely, but who is very good and very expert in what it is she does, or what it is you do. If this is indicative of you, I feel like you will in time become a master of what it is that you are flailing at right now, or what it is you feel like you're faltering with. And this energy knows when to accept an opportunity and knows when not to accept an opportunity. And you, okay, have to be the judge of when to say no. You have to be the judge of when to take that leap and when to make the next best step. A big client coming your way might not necessarily be the best thing for you if you can't handle it, if you don't have the staff for it. A new big project, a new big job, a new big promotion. Not to say that you should turn the promotion down, but I think you need to really discern and ask for advice from others as to whether or not this opportunity is in your best interest, because you need to grow. I think there is a growth period for you, and you need to make sure that you can handle the new workload or the new responsibilities and obligations that are coming your way before you can, be successful taking this opportunity. Okay. So that's it. This was, again, another really strong reading. So I hope it proved useful or insightful for you in some way. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you next month in August. Thanks.